I talk, Shawn, about something called a gravitational footprint. It's that distance from your mid back, the tip of your mid back in a kyphotic situation, and you draw a line that way, and it comes, and then you draw a line in the front of your nose, and the distance at the top becomes your gravitational footprint. So if you have like your gravitational footprint gets bigger, right? And let me tell you, gravity takes full advantage of that. So it causes even more excessive proclivity for this increased curve in your mid-back. And that's no bueno, because we now know that when the brain is positioned forward of the spinal cord, the thing that it controls, the spine, when the brain is in a constant anterior posture, we now call that digital dementia. And digital is like,
Yeah.
so you're getting these 18-year-olds developing the same postural distortion than their grandparents. The grandparent got there because he's worked hard and didn't stretch and didn't think about an erect posture. And they're getting there because of this on the foam. So we know that people actually are losing cognitive capacity with crappy posture. Wow. That's hard to believe, but it's true. And it's being discussed more and more. So I'm sorry, you were going to say something?
Well, it's just, here we are. Here I am at a podcast, leaned over like this.
But you're leaned over at your hips. You're not just here. So
it's just a reminder how posture is so important.
Yes. And so I tell people constantly people go, how do I sit up straight? Well, I'll teach them how to stretch and work with the ligaments. I'll talk about that in a sec. But moreover, I just say, think about this one thing, lead with your heart. And when you lead with your heart, right away, your shoulders go back, your spine becomes more erect if it can. Now, if you've been so hunkered over for so long, the ligaments have shortened, then you can't just pop up, right? But I tell people to lead with their heart, and instantly that brings them more erect if they can. We'll again speak to that. And interestingly enough, when you lead with your heart, let's say you open a door to a room and you maybe don't know anybody on the inside. When you lead with your heart, you open the door, and all of a sudden you're more interested in them and curious about them. When you lead with your head, you kind of get into this fear-based pose. You open the door, and now you're more interested in, what do they think about me? Right? Yeah. So we want to show up this way in life for lots of good reasons. We stay healthier, and we don't want to lose our mind.